the annual capacities cannot be taken in same proportion for the daily capacities. So the evacuation system should be more than 30 to 50% of the peak rated capacity of the annum, so that in the H2, the production and supplies will be more, because everybody says that we should keep stocks, but the stocking has a lot of issues. Given the opportunity, nobody want to stock more than 10 to 15 days. Oh, another thing is we have to see, now our friends were telling grade dispatch, multiple grades. The basically, because it is a bulk nature of activity, unless we have a separate infrastructure, silos, land and all those things, nobody likes to segregate and sell. We can definitely achieve the great satisfaction, but for the dispatch limitations. See, now all of us know the production, there are number of seams, 10, 15 or 4, 5. Each will be in different grades. So we project that everything will move in a parallelly in some proportion. But it will not happen for various reasons. Maybe suppose the land acquisition is not there. Then the top portion will not move, only bottom portion will move. Rainy season is there, bottom will not move, only top will move. So there are so many issues. So we have to see now what is happening. There is a complaint from, or the issue on the coal company side also. G13 we have to give. We may be giving G15 to somebody. It is not just only we are giving G15. We are also giving G11 to somebody. So that is the issue. This we have to address. And but it is our responsibility that we should give the grade. But whatever the, now with the third party sampling, we hope that the customer, though getting some slippages, but he is paying for what he is receiving to the large extent. But it is definitely there are issues we have to address. So that is the reason additional infrastructure is required in various forms to dispatch the multiple grades. Next. As I already have told, it's improvement, safety issue, cost effective also, railways on long distance. As our earlier speaker was telling, in short distance the equations are different. And another important thing is that the EC conditions are also very categorically stipulating the conveyor and certain things, though they may not be practical, but railway line connectivity and loading and all those things are very mandatorily prescribing, so we have to go for that. And once the quick loading systems are there, engine on load is being implemented with pre-weighing system to reduce the shunting charges wherever overhead electrification was completed. Next. Accuracy in loading by avoiding under overloading of the wagons. Facilities loading rakes within prescribed time of 3 hours. Because of the pre-weighing systems with large silos, wherever they are there, we are able to load in 2.5 hours, avoiding all the damages and the waiting and all those things. Implementing high-speed loading by introducing silos to load the rake within 1.5 hours. And another important thing, the policy changes are so very quickly coming that needs to be addressed, because the time we plan with something, another guideline is coming. So the issues we have to be little more practical, that is more important. Next. So it is very important that the country requiring large coal at various consumption centers, and there are a lot of exercises are being done by the linkages committees. Nevertheless, they are working very, very hard and with large database for trying to swap the coal linkages, ensuring that the customer gets time in coal in the right time with short, lesser transportation charges, and availability is also one of them. We like that things should be balanced, but availability of the coal, new production, the moment a new project comes, somebody has to take that coal, because already there must be some customers using elsewhere, so automatically it gets disturbed. But we have to balance all those things, and in the interest of meeting the requirements. The challenges are more, but nevertheless we have solutions. So many multimodal systems are there. I hope that we rise to the occasion and meet the challenges. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chandrasekhar, for a very good presentation. I think we can congratulate Singareni for not only performing well in terms of the growth, but also in terms of logistics for having a much better percentage of transportation through rail than the average of the nation. Of course, I am tempted to mention here that in the first session, technical session 1, I heard, it's being referred as railways being the most energy efficient and environmentally friendly mode of transport. Whenever I hear that, somehow, I start feeling very odd, because there is absolutely no doubt that water transportation is by far the most energy efficient, by far the most environmentally friendly. Actually, I can't resist the temptation of taking a couple of minutes. There was a parliamentary, committee that was headed by Mr. Yechuri then, Transport Committee. And the railways, the road, the aviation and shipping, all the different segments were invited. So there then P.K. Sinha was our secretary, who later on, of course, became CABSEC and then went to the PMO and all that. So, and Mr. Agarwal was the Railway Board Chairman. So Mr. Agarwal presented before Mr. Sinha and made this comment: railway is by far the most environmentally friendly mode of transport. So I thought in any case, Mr. Sinha will be making his presentation subsequently, so I'm sure he will rectify the mistake committed. But anyway, Mr. Sinha made his presentation without referring to this at all. Then, as it so happens, there was a question raised by the parliamentary committee to Mr. Sinha. And Mr. Sinha chose to say that since Chairman SCI is here, he is better placed to answer this question than me, so I would request him to answer. So I told Mr. Yechuri that, sir, of course, I'll try to answer the question to the best of my ability. But if you, pardon me, I would like to mention something else before that. So he said, yes, Mr. Hajara, please do so. I said, my very, good learned friend, the Railway Board Chairman, mentioned that, railways happen to be the most environmentally friendly mode of transport. I would like to correct him, because it is established all over the world without any doubt that water transport is not only the most economic. For long haul of bulk transportation, there is no other mode of transport which can compare with the water transport in terms of even the economy. But of course, particularly road, of course, as very rightly said, it has so much of hidden cost. Hidden cost in terms of accidents, loss of property, loss of lives. And of course, at least for long haul, it is definitely the most expensive mode of transport. So definitely we should try to curtail the road transport and, have as much as possible commodities, particularly coal we are talking of, transported through rail. And at least for coastal transportation, we should also, definitely employ the water transport. Since the time allotted to us was up to 4:45, and we have started half an hour late, but still we are only at 4:30. I propose that we throw open to the floor for any questions that you may have to the speakers. Please mention your name, introduce yourself very briefly, and mention to whom your question is being raised. Please, the floor is open. Please. Can a mic be provided there? Is there a mic?
Hi everyone. My name is Ashish Pradhan. I am from McCloskey Dow Jones. So my question is, so we heard the term mineral highway. So may I know anything working on that aspect to evaluate minerals and other things?
Yeah, he is referring to, will you, Mr. Chandrasekhar, will you